All right. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And congratulations to you guys if you've just started your business. So exciting. We truly are. I always say that it feels good to make hay while the sun shines. And this is definitely our time to make hay. So the more that you ask, the more bookings you're going to be able to put on your calendar and the more money you're going to have for Christmas and pay for Christmas cash. So my name is Andrea Sale, and I'm an executive director with Pampered Chef. I've been doing it for about 11 and a half years, and I've been building my business kind of slowly through the years, and then I was able to kind of just keep consistent, I would say, and then I was able to quit my corporate job, which is super exciting. My goal was to stay home with my kids so they didn't have to go to daycare, and of course now I want to put my kids in daycare. That's always my big joke. Oh, look, Jen is here. Thank you, Erica. Yay, a whole bunch more people jumped on. I'm just going to mute all until the end until there's questions. All right. Perfect. So, of course, I love the products and the company, the perks, the income, the trips. But my favorite thing is sharing what I've learned and how to actually do this and teaching people something new. So whether it's a new kitchen tip or a recipe for my customers or my hosts, or seeing people excited about the tools, like Ashley and her husband were slicing up some jalapenos with their quick slice last night, and then helping build people's businesses just like you guys. So I love that we get the opportunity to offer people freedom. So whether that's freedom, time freedom, freedom from a job they hate, freedom from debt, or maybe you love your job, but you don't like the time that it takes away from your family, or maybe you're not getting the recognition you deserve. So one of the best things about what we do, I always joke, we don't get recognized for doing the dishes or doing the laundry, but you always get recognized for working with Pampered Chef, which is super exciting. So I love helping people get what they want out of their life. Maybe travel more, be a stay-at-home mom, retire early, whatever it is. So I'm super excited that if you're new and on this call that you've decided to join our family. We truly do have the best team in Canada. We're super proud of that, and we're kind of known as the party team. We have a lot of fun, and we really do actually really love each other a lot. So it's a pretty amazing community that you just joined. So tonight what I'm going to show you is where to find training, the Fast Track Rewards program, and some info on Facebook pages and how to set up your parties. So first I want to take a minute to imagine that you can have, do, and achieve anything with your new Pampered Chef business. The sky is literally the limit. So whether you want to quit your job, buy a new car, pay off debt, stay at home with your kids, retire early, the list goes on. Or maybe you just want all the amazing products for free or majorly discounted. I wish that when I started, someone would have told me, hold off, don't spend any money, you're gonna get the whole catalog for free. I was never told that, and I spent thousands. I'm really passionate about teaching you guys how to be successful with this, because when I first started, there was no Facebook and there certainly wasn't very much help out there in getting started. So I felt a little bit left to the wolves. So I'm excited that we have such an awesome team to help you get started. So all it takes to achieve your goals is passion and hard work. So I just want you to dream a little bit and dream big. If your dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. How would it feel to achieve your goal? So if your goal would be to be able to quit that job or pay off that mountain of debt, what would it feel like? Who would be there cheering you on? And what would they say? Hold on to those feelings, because the fact of the matter is there are major ups and downs in this business. It's a total roller coaster. I can tell you from experience that the ups far outweigh the downs, but you need that feeling to hold on to and that goal to go back to when you hear another no, or have another person ignore you, or get another cancellation, because I still hear no and get ignored every day. Or I've been posting on my leader page, or I get some nasty remarks from hosts, and that's just part of the business. So it's when the going gets tough and you start to feel defeated, come back to the reason you got started, and more often than not, it gives you the strength to ask just one more person. There's been so many times that I felt so frustrated with getting a ton of no's or no responses, and that last person I asked ended up being a booking or new team member who really rocketed to the top. So tips for getting off to a strong start. And I know there's some people on here who have been doing Pampered Chef for a while, but you can totally, start, be a new consultant and start anytime, which is really nice with this business. And I really appreciate that is, if you're coming back from summer and you don't have a lot of bookings, or you're just getting going, go back to where I was here. Just adjusting so you guys can see me. My suggestion is to book 4 to 6 parties in your first 2 weeks in all different social circles. So one of these could be live, and then the rest could be virtual parties. So you could do one with a sports group that you know, one with a church group. You might be thinking that's a lot, but I'm going to show you at the end here that you can schedule your posts and how we run our virtual parties in a way that if you do one show, you might as well do 4. And the reason we like to do 4 is if you were to just do one virtual party in a month, it could be a flop, it could cancel on you, it could be $0, the host could not respond to you at all. But if you're doing 4, one might be not the best, one might be like average sales, one might be fantastic, and one might be, again, qualify as a party. But if you just did that one party, it's super disheartening when it flops. So that's just the reality of virtual parties, is that even for all of us, we get party flops or $0 parties all the time. So it's a numbers game, and the trick is to get a number of bookings on your calendar. And I'm going to talk to you about how to do that. And after this, I'm going to post some scripts. So literally, when you first start, especially with virtual parties, we kind of call you like a copy and paste consultant. I'm still learning virtuals and getting good at them. I still consider myself a copy and paste consultant. I copy and paste from the template that we've created for you underneath Team Sale events. And because everything's going to be scheduled, I'm going to show you how to do that. You don't have to be on Facebook all day long to have a successful business. Thank goodness. So you can connect, check in once or twice on your parties, and then really work on building relationships. So responding to people or answering some questions that might come up. So different social circles to ask. So if you think of church, work, neighbors, people you know through your kids, people out of province, you can do a virtual party anywhere in Canada. We often think we're going to start with the people closest to us, but often those are the people that are going to say no to us first. So that really surprised me when I first started. My mom has still never to this day done a party for me, and that's been a lot of shows and a lot of years. It's still a little bit of a sore point. So often it's the people that we that we expect to help us are most often not to help us. And that's totally normal. You're not a failure. That's just the way that this business is. Often people on your chicken list. So everybody kind of has a chicken list of those people you're either kind of embarrassed you're selling Pampered Chef, or you just don't want to tell them for some reason. Those people on your chicken list are normally where the magic happens. So I'll post a script that will say, I know you've just started, I don't know if you know or not, but I've started my Pampered Chef business. I'd love to pamper you and some friends. Would you be interested in hosting a live or virtual party? You have to see what's new from Pampered Chef. So the people that we know the most are often are no's, and that's okay. So you just have to keep asking. So I'm going to challenge each of you to message 30 people a day. And it's best if you can keep a book and write down who you've messaged, and so that you guys can get those 30 contacts a day. So this is how to have a really strong start to your business. So 30 people a day starting now until you're fully booked. And fully booked means 4 bookings per week. So virtual parties. So 4 virtual parties per week. I can guarantee you after a week of sending out 30 messages a day, you'll for sure have 4 to 6 shows booked in a week. That does not mean you're talking to 30 people in a day, because the most common thing that you're going to get is 0 response. don't go back and look and see if they've read it and start overthinking like I used to. Just keep going to the next. And a good way to do this is to go into your friends on Facebook and then go A to Z down your friends list. Or you can also go into Messenger and see who's active with the little green dot. We call it a green dot challenge, and just start messaging those people. So you may only talk to about 5 or 6 of those people, but I don't want you to think that when I send messages, I'm having 30 conversations. I wish. So the majority of people are going to be no response at all. Another good idea to start talking to people is networking groups. So where do your kids go to school? Who can you talk to there? The play school teacher. What about, do you go to the gym? Those are a great way to make new contacts for shows. You can also ask people for referrals. These are super powerful. So if somebody says no to you for a cooking show or a virtual party or even the business, then you can be like, well, do you know of anybody who'd want a shopping spree of free products or that loves to cook? If you have written somebody and they have not responded to you in 48 hours, do not feel bad with writing a what do you think, or one spot. My favorite is 1 spot left, 2 spots left, and I'm fully booked. So most often people are on the go, they'll check their phone and they won't respond to you. You can even send a funny GIF like, hello, anybody there? Or a silly sticker or something like that to get them to respond to you. I've booked so many parties in this 48-hour follow-up, and that's why you want to track your consultants in or your customers and your contacts in a notebook. So we're trying to aim for about 30 contacts a day when you first start, and you're trying to have two-way conversations. So in our director bound group, it's so funny to say, but we challenge them to have 25 two-way conversations in a week. And when you start tracking how many people actually talk back, it does take a while to start to build up those contacts. So get 2 buddies now to work with you in this business. So statistically, friends who start together are more successful. And as I was saying before, it's definitely the most empowering and fun part of this entire business if you start to do this business with some friends. So you get the best feeling in the world when your friend messages you and like, oh my gosh, I just submitted like $1,000 party, and you were able to be part of their success. It truly is the most empowering and best part. And it's nice to have win some awards or to earn the sales promotions, but when you help other people do that, the best feeling. So I want you to think about some people, someone who you know in your life could use extra income. Someone who is complaining about money, or they could just really use a bit of a boost or pay for Christmas cash. Someone who's always posting food pics. Someone who's a great cook. You just look forward to going over there so you can eat the food. Someone who loves Pampered Chef. Those are often some of the best people to join your team. They go nuts, like, oh, I love Pampered Chef. She'd be like, you should just do this. Somebody who's really busy. Why do we say that? So people who are busy actually make the best consultants because they get stuff done. So I find my best hosts and my best consultants are people who are busy. So think of somebody who's super busy. They could slide another thing, another side hustle in, and I find that they get stuff done. Somebody who can never afford to do anything. So they didn't come on that trip that everyone went on, or they couldn't come to dinner. They're always turning down plans because they can never afford to do anything. Someone who needs a break from their kids, needs some me time. Someone who needs a little more fun in their life. Maybe they're someone that's new to the city that doesn't know anybody, and someone you would love to work with. This one has been huge. So I like to think of myself as a headhunter at a big CEO company, and I'm thinking to myself, who do I want to work with? So we always say that at every show, so whether it be a live show or a virtual show, there's always a recruit, but is there a recruiter? Ooh, take that one in for a second. So I'm always looking for that one person who seems super excited or positive or having fun. And I'll say the easiest way to ask somebody, Have you ever thought about doing something like this? You'd be awesome. You love the product. You have the perfect personality. And the worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to be complimented and you've planted a seed and you won't believe the people that will come around. Because when you build a team, not only is it empowering for you personally, but that's how you make some serious money in this business and how you can do things like pay off a mountain of debt or quit your job that you don't like or boss you can't stand. So you can say, I'm not sure if you saw, but I started out with Pampered Chef and so far I'm really having fun with it. I thought of you because, fill in the blank, you love to cook. Are you in the market for some extra income? And I'll post some of these scripts, especially with the kit deal on this month. We have never seen them discount all 3 kits before without even having to sell anything, which is crazy. Super exciting. So offer the kit credit to every single host. Who knows what a kit credit is? Not everybody does. So a kit credit, they can use $25 or $50 of their free product towards a consultant kit. So what does that mean? So say they have like a $700 party. That means they're going to get $145 in free. They can use $50 of that free towards a consultant kit. And the lowest consultant kit this month is $59. So they can sign for $9 this month. Like I always say to people, the worst thing that could ever happen is that you're going to get a ridiculous amount of products for a really good price. And the best thing that could happen is you're going to be able to make money in a super fun way. So this could be a life-changing opportunity for somebody. Most people don't know about that, especially hosts. They have no idea about that kit credit. So think of it like the free or the 50% off host benefits. You would not offer that to a host, so don't skip the host credit as well. So the biggest thing too is you might think that they aren't interested, but never prejudge. Sometimes the people you would never in a million years expect are the ones that are, yeah, actually, I think I had fun. I'd love to do what you do. So host coaching. Host coaching is literally the most, besides having bookings, without bookings, you don't have a business. So I know it's overwhelming when you first start. There's so many resources and so many things to look at, but without your bookings, you don't have a business. So if I were you and you were just starting out, your biggest focus needs to be getting bookings on your calendar. So those 30 contacts a day until you have 4 bookings every week for the next 2 months. So the reason host coaching is the most important part of our business is if we were doing a live cooking show and we didn't host coach our hosts, the amount of times I've heard, yay, I have 2 people coming. And then I go, that is a great start. Let's get each of those 2 people to bring some friends. So if you don't have bums in chairs to sell to, you could do you could tap dance on the cutting board. You could do the biggest, shiniest cooking show that they've ever seen. But if you don't have people to sell to, you pretty much do all of your work before the party actually starts. And that's getting people to the party. So you want to really keep your host calm, like super excited for next week. Can't wait to come cook for you guys. You can send out little save the dates. You just want to get her to be inviting as many possible social circles as possible. And when it comes to virtual parties, host coaching is so important. We really want to coach our hosts to invite at least 150 people. If you create a group on Facebook and the host adds 150 people, they don't automatically get added into the group. The guests actually have to click join. So this is kind of new in the past year. So sometimes hosts get frustrated. They're like, I've invited 200 people. Why are there only 15 people in my group? So that's why we really need to coach them to, direct message their guests. Hey, make sure to click that going. We're going to have a blast and check out a whole bunch of new recipes and tools. And the biggest thing with virtual parties is you want to make sure the host does at least 1 post per day. So again, with the way that groups are nowadays, the guests can't even see the post at all unless the host posts. And I just send them a copy and paste Normally they're just really goofy things like post below what you do for work in a GIF form, and then people go to town, but participation equals sales. So you want your host participating and all the guests as much as possible. So silly, goofy games are definitely the way to go. So as we were saying, bookings are the lifeblood. If you have no bookings, you have no business. So host coaching is going to determine if it's a $0 party or $1,000 party. So, you know, you kind of want to partner with your host is your best ally. So I'm kind of dealing with some hosts right now that are kind of like arguing with me about doing the post. So I've just had to explain to them that if you don't do a post per day, they're not going to see any of my posts. And I want this to be as successful as humanly possible for you. So if you just kind of explain it that way, they're all kind of now doing the post and understand it. When you get really good at host coaching, you'll find that that's all you really have to do. From that host coaching, you're going to get sales, bookings, and all the team members that you need. You're also going to hear us talk a lot about asking the host 5 times. So we have a post, I'm going to post that in the event afterwards, but so many people sign up on the 5th ask. You wouldn't believe it. You want to help your hosts dream really big. So get them a physical catalog, make sure to send them some catalogs and order forms in the mail. You want them to fill out the wish list on the website and set a goal for $1,000 party, which is approximately 15 orders. So keep them really focused on the rewards they want to get. And this month is great with that blender. They have to get over the $650 to get the blender for over $650. So yeah, your host has to post in there daily. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. So I'm just going to share my screen so you guys can see here. We have a really cool, let's share my screen. There we go. So we have an awesome, there we go, new host coaching. Here we go. Little tracker. So you can go under a party. So I'm going to go to parties and orders. And then when I click on one of my parties, when it loads here, this is brand new. And man, this has been so helpful because I always forget who the heck I have sent out a host package to. So if you click on these 3 little dots here, there's this new host coaching area. We can click in here. Love this thing. And then you'll see there's all different, so you probably won't use all these, but these are a great way to record what you've done. So for me, the biggest one is send host packet. I can never remember who I send that to, but this, you know, you can just go through here and this will really guide you on how to coach your hosts. Because, you know, sometimes even people who were past or sell for another company, they're often, we think that they don't need coaching. Often they need the most coaching. Okay, so I'm just going to stop my share here, show you guys a few more things. Can you guys still see my screen? Or no? No? Okay, good. All right. Perfect.
We still see you.
You can see me? Or
We just see you, not the screen.
Okay. Wait. Pay attention to our director page. There's lots of information. So there's our team groups. Of course, there's the company groups called Consultant Conversation. There's also virtual party groups you can search for and be added to that. And from there, you can find different games and stuff like that. But again, don't be too overwhelmed by all this information. You'll learn from doing. That is the best way that you're going to learn. I've had to learn how to do virtual parties, and you really will learn the more that you do. Pampered Chef also sends out a weekly email called Stir. So set aside a few minutes to go over that. And let's take advantage of Fast Track Rewards. So I'm going to show you guys Fast Track Rewards here. So Fast Track Rewards is awesome. So for anybody who has, here we go. So if you started on or after August 12th, you get some pretty awesome products. So if you sell over $600, you're going to get the ceramic egg cooker and the mini skinny scraper. This is within your first 30 days. Submit over 1,500 in your first 90 days, you're going to get the non-stick, the skillet here. You submit $3,000, you're going to get the 10-inch non-stick stainless pan. And then 6,000, you're going to get the knife set. All of us are joking, like, can we resign? Like, this is insane. And then if we scroll down here, if you started before August 12th, you're going to get 100 Pampered Chef dollars for every 1,500 you send in, and 100 Pampered Chef dollars for every new consultant you recruit. And sorry, if you signed after August 12th, you have, let's see here, we're promoting. So we're going to talk about if you were to build your own team. So fast tracking. So Pampered Chef has come out with a really cool program to help you make some cash. So it's called our Fast Track to Director program. So if you're working a corporate job and they said to you, go out and find 5 people who do what you do, and you're going to get a $500 bonus when you promote to director, $500 bonus when you maintain director for the next 3 months, and then a $1,000 bonus if you promote to advanced director in the next 6 months, you probably would be able to do it. You're also going to get all the new fall winter products shipped to your door for free, 250 Pampered Chef dollars, a red apron celebration, ton of accolades, and even more. So this is a really cool promotion. A good thing to do is for your new consultant rewards is you can go under consultant connection, and I can show you where that is if you don't know where, but put these dates in your phone. So you want to put your 90-day end date in your phone for sure, because then you'll know if you submit this amount in your 90 days, you're going to get these awesome gifts. But also when you start to build a team, we'll start tracking you towards directorship, and you can earn those fast track rewards. All right. So we have a concept of every 4, add 1 more. So for every 4 shows that you do, you should be expecting to add 1 new person to your team. So whether it's 4 shows a month, 4 shows every 2 weeks, or 4 shows a week, you'll want to start building your team in your first 90 days. So I already talked about the satisfaction of helping others and knowing you impacted someone else's life, but you will also earn $100 and cash and $50 Pampered Chef dollars for every new person you share the business with in your first 90 days. Well, that's a pretty big score as well. So there we go. So if you were to promote to director, you'd get $500 cash immediately, and then another $500 3 months later. And with consistency and growth, you can actually earn up to $3,000 cash. So pretty huge deal. So in order to start having those conversations about the business in your parties, you'll notice in the template underneath team sale, there's a picture of an apron. It says, ask me anything. And then people ask questions. If you don't know the answers, just screenshot them and send them to your upline. And then you can direct message those people and say, are you just looking for tickets for the raffle prize on the virtual party? Or are you interested in making real cash? And you will really open up a lot of conversations about the business. So your goal should be at least 3 conversations, 2-way conversations. So when they talk back about the business, every single party. That is a great goal to help you achieve the every 4, add 1 more. So we're going to log into Consultants Corner here, and I'm going to show you Dash quickly. All right. So for Dash, Dash is an unbelievable program that a group of consultants in the States at all different levels of their business set up for you. So here we go. So it's bite-sized training. So when you first log in, you'll see the big purple Dash pop up. Just waiting for it to pop up here. Dash. So the way to grow on the go. And the cool thing about Dash is that it is actually going to customize the training for your business and what you've accomplished so far. And it's just little bite-sized training. So if you haven't had a chance to take a peek in Dash, I highly recommend. You're going to learn so much about this business from Dash. So if you haven't got in there, that is part of your homework from tonight. When you log in, it'll show you the exact courses based on where you are in your business. Again, you could learn 10,000 things about how to be a consultant, but you don't need to know all that right now. All you need to do is get some bookings on your calendar. So if you do not have a business page, that is something that I need you to do right away. So we love Facebook, we love the money we're making off Facebook, but we need to follow their rules. And their number one rule is that business is done on a business page. So don't worry if you don't have a business page. I'm going to show you how to create one really quick, and then I'm going to show you how to create a group to get your parties going. So I'm just going to open. So that's why people are being thrown in Facebook jail currently, is because we're not doing our business from our business pages. So if you're running virtuals right now from your personal page, don't worry, that's totally fine. But as a go forward, so like the next round that you set up, you can definitely set them up from your business page. Here's my profile here. To create a business page or a group for a party, you can click on create here at the top. Sometimes my Facebook's really slow on this computer. And then it's going to ask you what you want to create. So they're going to ask you, do you want to create a group? Do you want to create a page? Come on, Facebook, you can do it. So it's going to come up and say, what do you want to create? A page, a group, an event. So you're going to click on page. And you can pop on mine. Literally all you need is a banner of something, and you can find some beautiful images under marketing imagery and a picture of yourself, and boom, you're good to go. All right, let's see. Looks like it's doing something now. Great. Yay. So create a page. Let's click on that. So you're going to do a business. So showcase your services. So get started. Your page name, so you can think of something fun. So you'll literally just follow the steps, but at the end of this, you want to make sure that you hit the publish button. So you literally will just follow the steps and then do the publish button. So I'll show you how to run your virtual parties through your business page. What we're going to do is create a group. So I like to run all my virtual parties from groups, just because if you do events, so let's call this Ashley's, I'm calling them all favorites with Ashley and Pamper Chat. So let's add Ashley. You always have to add at least one person. And then I'm going to click create. We're pretty much ready to go. We're going to upload a fun banner. It's great if you can change your banner once a day because it gives everyone a notification. So I like to upload my banner once a day. So we're going to start ours with brunch. Because bitches love brunch. Now we're going to click save. You always want to click save here so that it saves that photo on top. And that's it. You have your host already added, so Ashley's added, and then I'll send them a message, be like, hey, I've created your group. Start adding people. Now, to run it through your business page, this is all you do. You go under more, edit group settings, and then link your page. So it's going to bring up my personal page, link. Your page will be able to manage the group and post, link page, done. So now it's kind of cool because you'll see that now who's posting, so it says Andrea Sale updated the cover photo, but watch this. Now it's my Pampered page automatically posting, which is what Facebook wants. So like, yay, cookie scoops for Christmas. Yay. Literally, it doesn't matter what you post in your virtual parties. Showcase a few tools, showcase a few recipes, but the biggest thing is the host has to post once per day. Scoops for Christmas. That's all you have to say. You don't have to worry about prices, things like that. Chat. All right. So that was a lot of information in one call. So I'm going to open it up for questions. We have about 5 minutes left, but as a group business page, the same as a business page. There's no such thing as a group business page. There is just a, you create a business page and then you will create a group and then link it to your business page, if that makes sense. So no such thing as a group business page. Any more questions? How many posts should you do? Good question. How many posts should you do per day? Totally up to you. I've just gone to a new model where I do one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. And maybe with that post, I'll do like in the morning, I'll do 1, 2, 3 posts. In the afternoon, I'll do 1, 2, 3, kind of all in a row. And in the evening, or you can just do 1, 1, 1. Up to you. We used to do like 8 posts a day and we do like 3 posts in each of those, but it doesn't matter when you post, how often you post. All that matters is that, oh yes, and scheduling them. Let me show you that. Scheduling your posts. Yes. So I'm getting a question. What's the difference between a business page? So a business page is an actual, what we just created. A VIP page would be more like a VIP group. So that would be more just a fun group you add friends into and post specials. So if you're doing a party through your personal page, can you set up a group and link the other two? I'll show you that after, actually. Here, I'm just going to show you quickly how you can schedule your posts. All right. So you can schedule your posts. Oh, la la la, there we go. Okay, so you can, so here we're in fall favorites with Ashley. We'll be like, hello, friends. And then see this little clock right here? You can schedule posts. So you can schedule all your posts for like an entire week and then schedule, and it's going to schedule for you. How do I link a catalog? Oh yes, I'll show you that too. So in Team Sale, I'll tag you in there's like a flip catalog post, and then you just copy and paste that link. And I'll show